So this practice is called Pal Dan Gum, and it's an ancient practice that originates from China, Korea, and it works on releasing tension, and also it re-energises and clears blockages within the meridian, the kind of energy system in your body. And it's a physical practice as well. So important whenever you're doing it to really work within your own range of movement so you're not overstretching or kind of hurting yourself. Sometimes the energy in our body can become quite stagnant and blocked due to anxiety, worry, grief, inactivity, lots and lots of reasons that then manifest in tension and pain and discomfort within the body. So before we start, we just adopt a nice relaxed stance, loosen the knees and kind of roll the shoulders back. Now what I've done with this practice is I've taken the traditional Pal Dan Gum and I've altered it a bit, taken a couple of the noisier practices out near the end, but also put in some leadership competencies along with it. It's really good to do in the morning, but actually you can do it any time at all if you just feel the need to be a bit more energised, if you're feeling a bit worried or anxious at all. It can be a really good practice for that. You can do the whole sequence, or you can just pick out particular bits. And I think, you know, for example, the leadership courage or the letting go movements can be quite good just to do on their own, just do one practice, particularly between transitions between patients or maybe between meetings, for example. So we'll get started, and I say just roll your shoulders, knees nice and bent, and we're just going to swing the body a wee bit just now for a few moments. And that's just to let our body know that we're kind of going to start a practice, waking up a wee bit, and a wee bit of stretching. And a wee last roll of the shoulders. And you can coordinate your breathing through this, taking nice deep abdominal breaths and breathing out when you're in the pose. And that can be really helpful as well. So the first movement we're going to start with is called Upholding the Heavens. So we stretch down and we bring the arms up, interlace the hands and press up, taking in the energy from the heavens, from the universe really. And this movement from a leadership point of view is to do with leadership presence. So really connecting and being present in the here and now and in the body, and just really focusing on this movement and on your breathing. We breathe in and out. We'll do that one last time. Now the next movement we're going to do is called opening the bow, and we open our feet for this, and we're going to come over to our left hand side first and then our right, and we stretch our left arm out and we pull back as if we're pulling back a bow with the right hand side, and you can lean over. And this, from a leadership point of view, as we change over, is about leadership, courage, strength. And it's also about maintaining and respecting our own and others' boundaries. So a really strong pose, quite similar to the warrior pose that you see in yoga. And then we'll come down to the other side. And for the last time we'll do this side, breathing in and then out. Breathe in and out. So the next movement we're going to do is flexing our hands, and we're putting our hands as if they're parallel with the earth and with the ground, and then we're just looking over initially our left shoulder as we stretch back and flex. And this is a powerful move. It's about leadership, courage, but also it's a pose about letting go of grief, loss. Again, I think healthcare can be a really difficult place to be just now. We're faced with lots of challenges, and sometimes we actually have to let go of some of the frustration and the pain that we feel in some of the work that we do. And just feel free to kind of shake off in between or roll your shoulders. Sometimes the energy kind of builds up and it's good to dissipate it. The next movement we are going to do is a stretching back movement. We take the palms of our hands just in the small of our back with the hands stretching down onto the buttocks just to support our back and our neck, and just take care with this movement. And you tilt your head down and then breathe out and bend back. And this movement is about leadership integrity and authenticity, just being ourselves within our roles. And we'll do that one last time, breathing in and out. Again, just have a wee bit of a shake off. The next movement we're going to do is called swinging the trunk. We put our hands on our hips, and again, just as much as you can, don't overstretch. We're going to bend down to the left, round, and back up to the right. And then we'll do that again, down. And this is about leadership flexibility, recognising that there's lots of change, adversity, uncertainty, you know, all this stuff in the system. And last time, and it's about being adaptable. The next movement we're going to do is flexing our hand up to the heavens and the other one down to the earth, and feeling that stretch along our bodies. You can quite often feel the energy running between your hands and up your arms doing this. And then we change. And this is about leadership learning and taking lots of information through reading, observing others, collaboration. And last time. And the next movement we do, this has been adapted, as I say, from the original Pal Dan Gum, which is the punching with fists. Typically you would do quite a loud and forceful ho or ha type sound, but bearing in mind we're often doing this maybe in our car while we're sitting, or we're maybe doing it in an office space where we've got other people round about. We've adapted it to be a kind of breathing out, and it's still a powerful kind of strong pose. It's just not quite as noisy. So we start with our fists in front and we punch out. And that is about leadership, advocacy, speaking truth to power, speaking up and speaking out for ourselves, our teams, our patients. And we'll do that once again. And just shake off. And the last movement in Pal Dan Gum is a roar, like a lion, quite a loud, very, very powerful. So if you can go into YouTube and have a look, Pat Kane does an excellent traditional Pal Dan Gum, and it's really good fun. But in an office environment, what we do is to integrate everything that we've done, bring everything together as far as leadership competencies go, is that we stretch down and we stretch up and we look up. And it's really like a celebration of leadership, of the challenges and the joys of being in a leadership role, and of self-leadership, and that with our teams and with our patients. And then we'll bring our hands down into a namaste. Namaste.